I'm Titus Munhaquete from Mozambique, Easy Shop, and I would like to share with you a story that is very close to my heart. So around 2 years ago, a friend of mine was sharing how painful it was for her to get access to food, to buy groceries. For anyone living in a large African city like Maputo or Nairobi, just find out, what that means is that huge time is faced between traffic jams, trying to find a place to park, which at the end consumes something like 3 to 4 hours. Now, who has lived something like this here? Yes, so we checked on that. Not only did we find that there are on average more than 10,000 people going to the same struggle every single day, but it was virtually impossible to have access to fresh vegetables. The reason being that most of these huge supermarket chains purchase them from huge farms that by the time they arrive there, they're anything but fresh. That poses a huge challenge for the small and medium-sized producers who account for more than 300 million across Africa alone. Because without access to consumer markets, they're forced to live with less than $20 a month. So we decided to propose a solution for that with a simple, trustworthy, and online platform that connects the small and medium-sized producers to consumer markets, offering a far more convenient way of shopping with home delivery. Now, I see you may ask, but Mozambique, is there a market there for that? Well, I would like to remind you of some facts that I'm sure you're aware. Aside from the huge coal deposits that Mozambique now has and is being explored by companies such as the Brazilian Vale, the other commodities such as precious stones, diamonds, golds, and just recently, the world's third largest gas reserve, enough to supply British, German, France, and Italy for 20 years. This is all driving the economy in a very dynamic way, increasing both the GDP and ultimately the buying power of the locals. And not only the Mozambicans, but a lot of expats that are moving into the country to fulfill the need of jobs that brings interesting dollars in their pockets. So now, within the 1 year or so that we've been operating, we've seen some amazing traction. We now have over 1,000 active customers on our database, which buy every single week, and we are now close to generating $100,000 by the close of this year. We've received some interesting awards, such as the Startupper of the Year by Total, and we've managed to give back to the small and medium-sized producers more than $50,000 of income, raising the previous 20 to almost $100 a month. Now, this is all possible because we have an amazing team. Anil is the operational manager. She's an expert, an entrepreneur, and very good with details. Our CTO has huge experience. He's one of the best programmers I've ever known. In fact, we had to purchase him from one of the financial institutions. I am the CEO. I am an engineer with an MBA and over 10 years experience in entrepreneurship, business, and executive roles. This is what gives us the confidence that standing here in front of you guys to ask for $250,000 of investment that will help us expand. So we are basically on-demand company. What we do is we try to source and work with small producers associations who they already have done this quality part. So we have quality standards that once we start working with them, we say like, this is how we would like to receive this food. And once we get them, of course, we do a check, but we don't prepare it ourselves. We use what is existent in the market and connect them through our online platform.
Transport and logistics, who does that?
So when we started, because this is a pioneer, no one else was doing that. Even today, we tried to partner with some companies, but unfortunately we could not find a logistic partner. So we invested in a van and started doing. Fortunately now, we've received contacts from a number of companies that we work with it, because we didn't invest more on that side. That's not our focus. So every time we have excess of offer, we start working with these existing partners.
Do you supply to businesses, hotels, restaurants, or institutions?
Yeah, 30% of our income comes from businesses actually. Yes, thank you.
Hi. Could you please expand upon your revenue model and your general income generating structure and your future potentials and plans to scale outside of Mozambique?
Yes, so we generate revenue through three basic things. First is product margins, which are on average 30%. The second one is delivery fees, which we charge around $10 per delivery. And the third one is advertising in our platform, which is around $5 per 1,000 views. Regarding the expansion, our focus for 2017 is consolidate Mozambique. Now we operate in one city, we want to expand to the other cities, which will help us generate something in excess between $2 to $4 million. From 2018 on going forward, we want to expand outside Mozambique. We will start from, as I mentioned before, some of the Portuguese-speaking countries, such as Angola, where we've received some interesting invitations. And from there we will evaluate at that time which country is best suited for what we need. And by the way, speaking of vision, this is an exit game. It's not complicated. Since we've launched, we've received some interesting offers regarding buying, but we felt that it was too early, that by investing a little bit, we could create the volume that we need to actually reach a significant amount of profit. So there is money to be made there.
Thank you.